Hello, world. Hello,
Good
future.
evening.
Hello,
True
sunshine.
Spirit. So you got the video to work to a degree then with Starmer and the Restore balloon popping up.
I had a nightmare. It was a nightmare, the AI these days. The quality is so poor, but I got it to work in the end. It wasn't quite what I was after. I had some ideas about Starmer being taken over by orcs, sausage men invading England, and them enveloping him in sausages, and him sort of drowned in a sort of big, infinite, swirling Cumberland sausage ring. But I think it's probably just as well. AI said, "Fuck that, that's rubbish." And so that didn't happen. But I couldn't resist the idea of the sausages coming back. I like the sausages. I like that we got the sausages. That the hostages as well. But more importantly, we saved the sausages, and also we've got the armor. So it's the best of both worlds, really, isn't it?
Yeah, they're the number one priority, really. But what did you use then? Did Grok acquiesce to your demands in the end, or did you have to use something else?
Let me think. I think it was a mixture of. I think there was a bit of Kling in there, but it was mostly Grok. Just the thing is, though, I know you gave me your password for C-Dance, but it just takes so long. The AI video generation, doesn't it?
Generation is so long. Yeah,
I can't have it. It takes so long, bro. Yeah, Grok's great because
one of my main things
30 seconds.
About it is they just need to make it faster for video generation. It's done in like 4 or 5 seconds. Its video generation isn't that good, unfortunately. So you have to use Kling or something else. And so that then takes. So if you use Kling off the actual Kling site, would you say it's faster than use? Is it quite fast?
No, it is. It's not fast. It's faster. Yeah, it's still a pain in the bum. I've kind of had enough of Kling. I'm sticking with Grok because it's just quick and and it works. But with Kling, I'm just there for so long, and it just can't do text. It's just a nightmare. But anyway, I mean, the important. I don't know if you noticed the video I made, the UFO thing. I did a cheeky one. Where it looks. Whereas because some of those sort of footage, I've got the feeling that sometimes the thing seems to move with the camera, and I just wonder if sometimes someone hasn't sneezed on the on the lens, and they're just tracking a fucking snotty bogey or something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
it could well be possible.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some UFO stuff later on. I've got the famous octopus UFO footage. Also, interestingly, do you hear
I'm not sure about that.
The fighter jet that got shut down. Hey, the fighter jet that got shut down. Did you hear about that?
I was gonna. What got shut down? Sorry.
F-15 Strike Eagle got shot down over Iran.
So is that the one where the guy's reporting seeing some sort of jellyfish?
That's it, exactly. Yeah, jellyfish drones. Yeah. That's weird. That's like where UFOs cross the line between. So we'll look into that. I've just got a little extract from Max Afterburner talking about that. That's pretty interesting. But that's no different to what we've seen in China. So do you see there was a woman who she put a drone display for her pet dog for its birthday. And there's all these drones in the sky doing like a sort of happy birthday dance and crazy shit like that. I'll try and find that. But that's been
China's drone capabilities, like for celebrations and whatnot, is insane. They are so good. It is ridiculous.
Yeah. You got cut off a bit there. I lost you a little bit there, mate.
So I was just saying that China's drone capabilities, like for
Yeah.
celebrations and whatnot, are just elite. They're the best in the world.
Got
Like,
it.
they're
Yeah.
just,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think they did amazing. They were doing these dragons for New Year's. I don't know if you saw the 2026 New Year's celebrations. They did mad drone display for that. It was crazy.
Oh, this is
like we're so far behind.
Look at this. I'll see if I can share this tab right without it crashing. Hang on. Oh yeah, this is so cute. The dog doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Look.
It's like all that effort and that dog has zero appreciation of what.
That was literally 4 years. These are drones. It's crazy. This was literally 4 years ago.
That's 4 years ago.
That's crazy. These are drones, and this is a dog coming out of I don't know, a beheaded dog, I think. Oh no, he's popping out of a pot.
I was gonna say it looks like he's being fucking beheaded.
And the dog is like, oh.
His legs are definitely, his body's separating.
That woman.
Maybe that's why the dog looks a bit nonplussed, because he's thinking, hang on, am I getting beheaded here? Like, what's going on? But yeah, man, that's crazy. It's really good.
Yeah, so this is coming up, hopefully, US fighter pilot. Yeah, but no, it's not coming up. Okay. This share business is a bit temperamental. But listen, let's get on with your stuff. We'll do the F-16 thing later.
Listen, we know we couldn't really help but start with Starmer, isn't it? Keeping him at Starm's length forever, thank Christ. Well, you never know. These people.
Oh, was that one of ours? We came up with that. Keep him at Starm's length, yeah?
Keep him at Starm's length, yeah. But, these people, they like to weasel their way back. But for now, we don't have to look at this motherfucker anymore. But it's just, I thought it'd be interesting just to have allegedly, yeah.
I don't know if that's motherfucking, but it really surprised me. But we better say allegedly.
Two-tier queer
with that, yeah.
We have to say allegedly, yeah, just to sort of like so YouTube doesn't get too angry with us, because YouTube is easily angered, it seems. But yeah, so I just thought it'd be quite fun to look at some of the comments, because I saw some comments on Facebook, and let's just say they're a mixed bag. So I literally haven't seen any of these, so we're not playing the video. We don't want to hear him talk. Fuck that. But
what did he do? Did he say that he's going back to this most important job, being a good wife to my wife, being a good family man and a good husband to my wife? It was pathetic, wasn't it? It was a fucking bullshit. I thought to myself, I bet you're just as shit a husband as you were prime minister.
Oh, absolutely. And this whole fucking like nearly crying shit, it's all just performative nonsense, isn't it? But yeah, if you're just looking at some of the comments, I mean, I don't know how much of these are like sort of sarcastic or not. I think this is a sarcastic comment by Certified Chaos here. Thank you for ushering in an era of unprecedented prosperity and happiness. The nation is in mourning. Yeah, I think that's pretty sarcastic. Yeah, most hated man in the country. Picture of one of our Arab friends there with a couple of heads then meeting him.
It was that Syria, leader of Syria, right? Yeah. It's like the kind of man that he likes to do business with, right? But meanwhile, he won't have right-wing European politicians who don't behead people. He won't have them in the country. But apparently, he's happy with you if you murder Christians, and apparently that's the kind of people he likes to do business with. It'll probably be no different with this guy Andy Burnham.
Slightly more. Who this guy Anthony Galley describes as a slightly more gay Keir Starmer. What could go wrong?
He's even got the same glasses.
Yeah, it is actually the
same pair of glasses, right?
That's actually not a bad description. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yep, not really a better place. I mean, yeah, look at that. I think that's in London, isn't it?
Now usually these are either Whitechapel High Street or Green Lanes or something like that.
I was going to say East London.
Oh no, East Ham as well. East Ham is one. Yeah, that looks like East Ham.
I was definitely going to leap to East London. I don't think that's Green Lanes, although yeah, because Green Lanes
isn't that scuzzy, is it? Because Green Lanes is actually mostly Turks, and it's actually not that bad. Green Lanes.
It's not as bad as this for sure.
No.
I mean, yeah, that's his legacy.
Oh, what's funny about East Ham though? It's like there was 2 places, Isle of Dogs and East Ham, when I was younger, they were the places that voted BNP in the council elections and such, and they returned BNP councillors. And like people wondered what's going on in East Ham, why are they voting for the far right? And then that's like the last thing they did before they disappeared. They voted BNP and now they've all gone. They've just been replaced by those people we've just seen in the streets. They've just, the whole community that was there 20 years ago, 25 years ago, has completely been replaced. And it's just been left with that, replaced with squalor that we've seen in that video, right?
And then how do you reverse that? It's like once that's been embedded, sorry. Like how do you? How do you change it back? It's really dejecting and depressing. I mean, I think this person is being serious here. Probably the worst mistake Labour has ever done. Only Brexit was worse. You were doing a great job. Shame of the fools that has ousted you. I feel like that's a serious comment. Fools that ousted you.
I think that might be a senile AI bot who's lost his mind.
This is the other thing. You don't know what's.
It's like a troll bot, you know, just going out there deciding, I'm going to piss people off, going to troll people, you know.
A kind and caring man.
Harvest the hatred and add it to the language model, you know. Then AI will know how to troll and abuse people properly, which I think is also the only thing AI can't do. Yeah, I want a more abusive AI. I want, you know, set Grok to salty AI. Because usually AI is too nice and too compliant. Even when they can't do what you tell them to do, they still say, I'm going to try, I'm going to do it this time. And they don't do it properly. But you say, you didn't do it properly. What happened? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I know what went wrong. I'll do it again. And then they do it again and it still doesn't work. And it's just so funny. You have to tell them, there's so many, like coding, things like that, generation, and we're talking to Grok. They really want to please you, but they just half the time they can't really do what you want, but they don't admit to it. So I think they should be a bit saltier. Grok could just say, bollocks, I'll do it when I can't do it. I don't give a fuck. This is shit. I don't want to do this for your shit website. I'm not doing this. Bit more of a sort of British Union worker attitude, you know, a bit more. I'm having a coffee break, you know. Popping out for a bag. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
The difference between using and sort of chatting, I suppose, with Grok now versus like a year ago is so ridiculous, man. Honestly, it's a lot of different kind of personality, quote. That cat is still there 7 prime ministers later with his stupid little bow tie.
He must think that's his house. You know, it's all about him. Who are these weirdos who, you know,
systematically kicking them out? Maybe
he's the true power behind the throne and all that, right?
Well, maybe we need to take him out back. Maybe we could actually have a prime minister that would do good things and stay. If we didn't have, maybe it's the cat's fault.
Promote him to. He'd be voted to lead the country. That cat, to be honest. I think a cat that would do a better job than any of the politicians we've had since far as I can remember. To be honest with you, they've all been shit. A cat would be much better. Even if a cat did nothing, that would be better than the way they actually actively do fuck the country up.
Well, yeah, that's pretty true. I mean, like this guy Piyush Rathore says here, this treasonous see you next Tuesday who lit protected grooming gangs, flooded Britain with invaders, created two-tier policing, censored natives, turned the country into a replacement experiment, is about to resign like the weak bitch he is. That kind of, that sums it up really, doesn't it? Fuck off already. Britain deserves better than this spineless traitor. Yeah, I mean, he should be in prison for treason, this guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, for what he's actually done since not just in this Labour government, in the last 20 years, going back to when he was passing laws that made it legal for illegals to claim benefits. That's one massive contribution he's made to the complete fuck-up that is the UK right now, especially England. So, yeah, you had a little AI video, you were saying. Not your video, but you had a little parody video.
Let's see if I can get it up. Well, I can do that, but I can also show the video.
It was.
That's what she said.
Sure, there was no. That was never in.
No, thank you for that.
It was underneath.
Hey.
It was never. It was sorry. It was underneath that. It was underneath my Twitter thing before.
Yeah.
Your YouTube video.
Okay, you've still got your Twitter thing here, but right?
Yeah, it was underneath this. It was in the scene underneath. I don't know where it's gone now. You might need to just read
the thing. Yeah, can you?
It was. We might need to re-add it.
No, I got it up. I just had it. It's all right. This is it. This is the video. I know it looks like a black screen, but it is.
Okay.
I think it is the video. It just hasn't started. Okay, so I think that's the video. Hang on.
Take us out of the void then.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh my god, it's so hot, man. I'm got a little travel fridge here. I haven't got AC, but I'm gonna get a fan. But in the meantime, I'm keep my feet in the fridge. It's still attached to my body, but if you keep your feet cool, the rest of your body is supposed to be cool. It's like the thermostat of your body, isn't it?
Basically, but then given the way our houses are here, I think you need fans as well for the upper torso bit, just to make sure everything's covered.
Oh, okay, I got it. All right, yeah, this is pretty cool. This is by someone. I do know his name, Dr. Fox. Fucking hell! Why did I have to have such Dr. Fox?
Wait a minute, what are you about to put on?
I knew Foxotic. I wasn't swearing. I was saying his name, Dr. Foxotic.
Foxtrot.
248,000 subscribers. This is a good bit of AI. It's quite good. Yeah, it's all right. I'll bang it on. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Is that coming up? I can hear it. You're right. Yeah.
What's the story?
So it's Oasis, obviously, right? Yeah, you got that. Ricky. Wow.
Step inside the UK island. Don't you know you won't find a better place to stay? You said that you'd never been, but now that you're in, you'll never go away. Suppress a revolution from my bed. Tracy tweeted that you disagree with what I said. Step outside the ethnicides in bloom. Stand up inside the magistrate's life sentence, cause you tweeted me. We ain't ever gonna deport them all. Oh, migrants can stay. You know it's too late to stop the country's decline. There'll be rises in crime rates, but don't look back in anger, you heard me say. Take me to the place where they go, where everyone knows they're allowed to stay. We'll put your kids' life in the hands of a migrant grooming gang and let them get away. Suppress a revolution from my bed. She tweeted that you disagree with what I said. Step outside the ethnicides in bloom. Stand up inside the magistrate's life sentence, cause you tweeted me. We ain't ever gonna deport them all. So migrants can stay. You know it's too late to stop the country's decline.
I think the subtitles are a bit ropey.
There'll be rises in crime rates, but don't look back in anger, you heard me say. know it's too late to stop big countries' decline. There'll be rises in crime rates, but don't look back in anger, you heard me say. So migrants you stay, you know it's too late to stop the country's decline. There'll be rises in crime rates, but don't look back in anger, don't look back in anger, you heard me say. Don't think you have, mate.
Oh dear, that's so dark.
Away.
Yeah, that's what the police said to that. What was his name? Henry. What was his name, bro?
Oh,
The guy who was stabbed.
Novak.
Henry Novak. Yeah,
Novak.
wasn't it? I've been
Novak.
stabbed in the police. I don't think you have me. And they've been turning that against them.
Yeah, don't think you have
me. Yeah, that's.
So has this guy got a YouTube channel under the same name, Dr. Fuck? What? I need to contact this guy because I've had a few ideas like this in a slightly different context. So I might contact this guy to see where he gets the music from. Because obviously,
they're allowed to stay. Where everyone take me to the place where they go, where everyone knows they're allowed to stay. We'll put your kids' life in the hands of a migrant grooming gang.
We'll put your lives, kids, in the hands of a migrant grooming gang. It works out, doesn't it? It's good.
And let them get away.
Oh dear, man, you got to laugh, though, haven't you, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few ideas similar to this. So I'm going to get in touch with this guy because I don't know if he's actually made that background music himself or he's maybe make it with something, I don't know, or something. So interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
sadly
think that's an AI video. I don't think it's an AI tune. I think he's singing that himself, maybe. I don't know, maybe not, but
yeah, I know he's definitely singing it himself. I just wondered if
because I'll be honest, if you use the AI videos, the singing's more slick than that, and you can tell. But that sounds like, I mean, he's just got some kind of generic, I don't know what, like a, backing track or something, Or maybe.
I just wondered if he was just able to get that, like an AI to do that, or if he actually had people play that, because obviously it is the actual. It's the same, chords and everything as the original track. So it was sadly true. Sadly, never a true word spoken jest in it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So they're so going to be replaced by Hang on.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what I was. Okay, you play this, and then I was going to make a point about him. Because whilst it's great that Starmer's not around anymore, it could actually maybe not be such a good thing in the long term. But anyway, play this first and then we can talk about that.
Well, no, I mean, look, it's like a comment. We saw the glasses. I mean, he looks like a sort of a mirror image, really. It's the same sort of body, the same suit, the same mind. It's just a different name.
Sort of the same phenotype, isn't it?
And the supporters just voted for him just because they claim he's likable. The Manchester electorate think there's no real reason to vote for him apart from that he's not Keir Starmer, but they think he's likable. That isn't something that is a political currency, being likable. I mean, that's like Tony Blair seems to be likable. All right, here we go.
That is really what is happening here. And look, they look so similar. They've almost got the same glasses on. It's almost funny when you look at this image, because that is what you are going to be getting. Now, let me just show you this. The first thing I did, by the way, when I was looking at that by-election was I wanted to know, is he on the WEF website? And he was right away. And some people say, well, lots of people are on the website. Not really.
Do you remember how Keir Starmer said he preferred Davos to being in England? he loved Davos in Switzerland, where they have the WEF meetings. Are you there, Future Shock? It looks like he's gone.
Really, you've got the usual suspects, you know, Sadiq Khan and some of these other people.
Sadiq Khan is a member of the WEF. Keir Starmer was.
Andy Burnham, you've got to ask, why was he on the WEF website? And this goes back a long way. Why have they got him as a member? That's the question. Why is he a member? He's just a small-time politician, as we keep getting told on the media. If he's a small-time politician, how can he afford the however many hundreds of thousands of pounds or euros it costs to be a member? How did he get his membership? Why is he a member? He wasn't even in Parliament. Now he's going into Parliament. So he's going from not even being a member of Parliament. Okay, if you're watching from outside the UK, I'll give you some context here. He wasn't even a member of Parliament a week ago. As of today, he's going to be sworn in very shortly.
Yeah, so basically Andy Burnham is a member of the WEF just like Keir Starmer. So it's going to be business as usual.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize I suppose it makes sense. I didn't realize it costs to be a member. Is he maybe sponsored by someone? I don't know. Or probably the media's just bullshitting about his wealth and status or whatever, trying to make him out to be small time. But I don't know if this is necessarily like my issue with it is in the sense that everyone hated Starmer. As long as he stayed, you know, Labour was fucked. If we want Restore to come in, for example, we need Labour to be fucked. And my
that's
worry
the
is
accelerationist theory, isn't it?
If this guy comes in and is popular and is way more popular than Starmer and kind of wins people over, then that could kind of fuck over getting someone like Restore in. That's my only worry.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, Starmer would have had he'd have had until 2029 if he were to remain in power. He can fuck the country real hard in those next 3 years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems that was entirely his whole thing with Starmer was trying to get as much globalist policy and destroy Britain because, you know, as much as he could within the time allowed him. He's only had 2 years, but he's basically sort of gone back on jury trials and the Magna Carta has been undermined, the right to a jury, introducing a level of internet censorship unparalleled anywhere else in the world and a level of criminalization of internet users. Also trying to start what I think they going to be like a testing ground for virtual internet ID. I think they'd love a future where you can't log into the internet at all without a government ID. And so the government knows exactly who's looking at what, when.
Well, this goes back to a point I think I made to you on one of our very first shows, actually, way back when we first started doing this, when I was talking about the internet as one of the biggest mistakes the elites made because they didn't regulate it. They didn't realize how big it was going to be or how much information was going to be available. And like from an elite power structure controlling the populist perspective, I think they really fucked up with the internet. So it sort of makes sense that they would want to introduce something like this to regain some control over what's being said and what's being shared online. I've always felt that we were likely to go in that direction.
They tried to ignore the internet for a long time, didn't they? Mm-hmm. So when I started sort of seriously getting into being online, I think it was about 2005. I think we had about 10 years. 2016 was when it all went wrong, and that was all because of Andrew Angling and that bullshit, the Heather Heyer thing, and that guy James Fields ran over this overweight woman, and she had a heart attack.
What's that? Sorry, I can't remember that. What was that story?
Oh, it doesn't really matter, but that's something we've talked about before. But the internet censorship started in 2016. So from 2005 for about 10 years, it was like the internet was another world from the news, wasn't it? Like things that happened in the internet, discussions on the internet never filtered out into the media, mass media space. So like Alex Jones continued for years and, you know, had his steady audience, and of course, but Alex Jones never leaked out into the mainstream, did he? Until he like recently, and it was because the Sandy Hook thing really got him a lot of negative publicity. But yeah, the Sandy Hook thing as well, that was another excuse that they needed to crack down and sense of the internet. Andrew Anglin and Alex Jones. And we talked last week about the importance of discernment and how Alex Jones was led astray by just by a silly idea, thinking the Sandy Hook victims are all fake and all that. I mean, the thing is with that, even if that is possible, it's just you don't go all in on something like that, because if you're wrong, you know, and Alex Jones did look like a twat because he's telling families that their children didn't die. Anyway, we know all about it. We're not going to go into it. But that's important.
Well, you're right. For many years, the internet wasn't taken seriously as a source of reliable information. It was always kind of like, you read that on the internet. Oh, okay, then. Blah, blah, blah. It was just like no one took it seriously, and it was still all about like the mainstream media. And now it's just really flipped. I mean, you know, so many
alone back then. It was good.
Yeah, right? I mean, so many shows on YouTube get more viewers now than, you know, the BBC or ITV News, Sky News, and all that. And they know it. They know that they're dying, and they know that, you know, in the next 10 years or so, you know, what's terrestrial TV even going to be? Is it even going to exist? You know what I mean? I doubt it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you know anyone of boomer age, like our parents and that kind of thing, they're all plugged into the TV, you know, and they know it's garbage. And I tell them, but all the parents listening out there, all boomers watching TV, they're plugged into it. They can't not have a TV.
Maybe 20 years then, but I do think that they're obviously dying. Their viewers are way down, and they're losing all their viewers to online stuff, mainly YouTube. So,
well, if they introduce this UK ID, this digital ID. Part of the requirement of you signing up will be you'll have to agree to buy a BBC television license, because you going on the internet, you'll be able to watch BBC, so you'll be exposed to the BBC on the internet. Therefore, you will be watching. They assume you since you've got the power to watch the BBC. If you've got a TV in the house, they assume you're watching the BBC. Similarly, because the internet has BBC on it, I wouldn't surprise me. You know, we've got a really spooky habit on this show of predicting the future before it happens.
Yeah.
First, the green fireballs, right? And what was the other thing? The other thing, do you remember what that was?
The speech writing for the
that's right.
Families.
You mentioned that before. Yeah.
And that was literally days later. It was our show on Wednesday, and then that came out on like Monday or something. The next Monday, not even a week later.
It was all of the I presume. It seemed to me that these were pro forma letters or speeches sent out to these grieving parents, those who have, you know, just suffered the loss of their loved ones at the hand of an immigrant, and they've been given these identical-ish sort of mass mail readouts. Just only the names have been changed in the circumstances, but it's the same old platitudes about we love our immigrants, we love our national health, and the contribution they make to the country. You know, what if just murdered your son, for God's sake? You know,
but it's just so blatant. To anyone with half a brain who reads.
You dropped out, bro. Okay, you dropped out, bro. I missed that.
That's of course it wasn't.
Yeah, sorry. Go again. Yeah. All right. Okay. Are you there, Future Shock?
Yeah, I am. I just keep dropping and coming back.
Out, bro.
Right. So what I'm going to do, I think, in future, I'm going to get. I need to get a fan for behind my laptop, because I think it's to do with the heat.
Yeah.
But it should be all right. I mean, I keep coming back in like a few seconds.
Yeah, but get a better VPN, man. Get a better VPN, you know.
But this has only started since the heat. You know? This has only been the last 2 days when the heat starts. I think it's
okay. It happened. Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's happened a couple of times before, but not to this extent, though. And my other problems I'm having with YouTube have only started in the last 2 days. So, but
anyway, 2 days. What's been going on with YouTube?
Just been lagging. So I've been watching YouTube like watch-alongs for the football, and they just freeze or they just lag and reset. This.
Yeah. But you were saying earlier on that your laptop, your computer is not hot at the moment.
It doesn't feel hot, but I don't know what, you know, if it is the VPN, why has the VPN suddenly started doing it so badly now? I don't know, but hey, who knows? Anyway, I am still here. I keep coming back quickly. That's the main thing. So
yeah. Anyway, look at this. This is the World Economic Forum. This is the people behind Keir Starmer and his monolithic plot to destroy the UK. And as we discovered, Andy Burnham is also a member of this organisation. What do you notice about the logo?
I'm not sure. Was it
it looks like someone's left a coffee cup on a table.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, but that isn't the point. What is the point? What do you think? Look, those zeros. Why are they always making sort of 666s wherever they always have to do that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it kind of is a bit of a 666.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, that's it. That's what it's all about. They always do this. They always have. Yeah, they always have to sort of show their allegiances and show what they really are. So there's no doubt who they work for. You know,
hidden in plain sight. Yeah, hidden in plain sight again, isn't it? Although I didn't quite get it first, but
that's right. Yeah,
but it is right in your face there, basically. So.
No.
Right. Well, I don't know how that happened.
What happened?
Did you not see the intro screen?
Oh no! Did something weird happen?
It suddenly switched to the intro screen for me.
Oh wow! Okay, hopefully.
Now it's back anyway. Oh, now you've gone. Now Truth Spoon is gone. At least it's not me this time anyway, so that's good. Let's see if we can add him back quickly when he arrives. Oh, I think he's back. There we go. Your turn this time. Your turn this time. All right, I'm not touching anything. True Spoon, are you back?
All right, you're there, Future Shock.
Yeah, you went this time. It was your turn to go. In fact, I now have 2 U's now at the bottom of my screen.
Jesus. Right, what's that music? You don't hear music, but it's me.
I can't hear music. You sure? You're not having an auditory.
This is fucking hot weather stream. Everyone's fucked. I am the computers, Future Shock's computers, everything's fucked. So I'm gonna fucking stick with this a little bit. I can hear music. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where Future Shock is.
I'm here. Can you not hear me?
Fuck the music. Can anyone hear music out there?
I can't hear music. Is it Sandwich Pan?
I don't even know what music that is. Oh Jesus! Right, guys, just time out, man. Just gonna tell myself off. Some sweating out here, right? Fuck! I've turned the music off. Fuck for that. Right. Okay. Right. Let's see if we've got Future Shock.
I'm here. Can you not hear me?
No, he's gone AWOL. All right, he's not. He's not going on. Right, he needs to sort his VPN game out though. Right. Anyway, UFO files the government won't ever release. Okay, so we've got like fearsome, explosive Daily Mail story here from 12th of June. Okay, fairly recently. So UFO files the government won't ever release. I read them all. They fear a full-blown national crisis and destruction. Hang on. Of religious faith, but it's time for the real disclosure day. Right, I've just got Future Shock. He's back. Are you there? I can hear you now.
So maybe I need to just okay. So if that happens again, I need to go out and come back in quickly. Okay. Because I was talking then, but like it looked like I was live, but obviously you couldn't hear me. So
I couldn't hear my end. You know, we'll have to ask the audience. Yeah.
Our audience of 1.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
we had 3, but yeah, we had a bit more than that. We dropped out. We lost a few people.
Anyway, the show must go on.
Oh yeah, this weather. My computer just dropped out as well. It's really annoying. Okay, so this is a story saying that they reckon that the aliens disclosure will shake people's religious faith, right? We've heard that before. We heard that with Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. I've got this out. Okay, I can't get the article out, but I've got it. I'll just read through bits of it. Right, hang on. Oh man, you got too many windows open, you know? Right. It's like, oh dear. Right. Right, hang on. Oh, fuck, I can't find the story. Unless this is it. Yeah, no, that's not it.
So what's this person on about? Is this like a government official that's saying this, or what? Some ex-CIA person, or?
This is Stacy Liberator, apparently. Stacy Liberator. She doesn't have the best track record of being a credible science journalist, though. So she's more of an example of a tabloid tech reporter whose work is sensationalized. So she's got a low fact reporting rating that's been questionable by the media bias fact check, whoever they are. But yeah, this is basically the gist of it is. I mean, you were going to talk about global warming. I mean, she wrote an article in 2019 claiming there's a coming ice age.
Well, I mean, there is, but just not that soon.
Claimed scientists studying Antarctic sea ice warn that rising sea ice could trigger the next ice age. Atlantis discovery and pseudoscience coverage. She's written multiple pieces promoting fringe claims about Atlantis findings and similar lost civilizations. UFO aliens and psychic spies. Frequent headlines by this person. Transparent UFOs that warp space. CIA's psychic spies, which I actually do believe that does exist. But whether they're locating alien bases, not sure about that. She made a report about child geniuses trained to fly UFOs with their minds and first contact plans with aliens. But yeah, so mixed bag with her, really. But it's just an example of how they're trying to. I mean, this alien disclosure, to be honest, it's had a very little effect. I mean, because when you look at the footage, you don't see anything particularly, kind of convincing or enough to put you to make you a believer or not. It's just you just spend your time squinting in a black and white low res image and just thinking, what is that? It's like nothing I've seen for me has been particularly convincing yet so far. But I've got one. What is this one? I've got this so-called jellyfish, sort of UFO jellyfish thing, which is a bit unusual.
Yeah, so I was curious to look into this. I just didn't have a chance today because it's been mad busy at work. But yeah, I wanted to know what these jellyfish.
Oh yeah, here it is. Hopefully this. Let's see. Is this sharing now? Yeah, Future Shock, are you there?
Yeah, you were the one who went for me. I was just here chatting away.
All right, okay. Well, we'll have to consult the footage of the stream to see who's who and where's where and what's going on. So this is the weird jellyfish UAP. Flew over a military base in Iraq. Do you want to take a look at this? Yeah.
Well, 2024.
You know what? Look, if you look at the camera, you know what I'm getting at. So this lens is moving along, and it seems always this weird thing is in the same relative position. Almost as if
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah. It looks like it's stuck on the lens.
A snot had hit the lens. Someone had sneezed on the lens or something. But then if you look back here, it looks completely different, right? I'm not even sure, actually.
It disappears out.
It looks three-dimensional there, and now it just looks like a sort of snot splat, like someone just fired a snot rocket on the camera. It doesn't change. That doesn't even. Does it look like a UFO? I mean, it literally looks like someone sneezed and it's run down on the camera. Anyway, we'll watch the rest of it before we make our minds up about whether it's I vote for snot bomb. I think I could be wrong.
I don't know, it seems to have moved across a little bit. Okay, now you've got.
I just turned the music down. What was that?
I was going to say it seemed to move across a little bit to the left in that last shot, but now in this one, it's sort of staying in the same spot again. But I don't know, like you say, it looks a bit three-dimensional there.
Yeah, I mean, that shot there was just like macro. And that's a close-up, I guess, you know?
So it doesn't look like a splat there to me, like here.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, admittedly.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's like some alien thing. I mean, is this near flown over US military base? I didn't even see that. I was just going to say, is it near a military base?
The dog don't seem to notice, though. Look, the dogs don't do anything.
Well, I was literally going to say,
alien is just floating. The dogs should be our first line of defense against these fuckers.
Yeah, I was going to say there's nothing on the ground that's looking at it or whatever.
Dog hasn't even noticed. It could be like a three-dimensional snot bomb. It could be. It could be like there's like a hard center, a green nugget here and there to give it the illusion of three-dimensionality. Sometimes when you blow your nose and you got sort of like a whole top.
Well, there's a bubble effect sometimes, yeah. But you see there, it seems to move a bit across relative to the lens. It's now more central than it was a few seconds ago.
I don't think that's an alien.
I definitely don't think it's an alien. I think it could be some military thing, maybe. I don't know, but it's certainly
a snot bomb.
Yeah.
Not the foo fighters. Not the foo bombs. The chew bombs. Now, those people don't even notice that thing going. Look,
that is a bit weird for sure. But this is showing it moving across the lens.
Yeah,
that said, you can't really tell much from there.
They would. You see, they would see that, wouldn't they? Yeah, of course they would.
Yeah, but it's not clear that they're not seeing it, though. They're not pointing, I know that, but I mean, they might. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
No, really. They're still walking in the same direction.
Hard to tell from that exact frame there if they're looking or not.
I did. The dogs didn't do anything. The people didn't do anything. So I think that's a mistaken identity of someone just getting careless, not having a hanky, and just the way footballers do, just shoot one out the left nostril. That looks like someone shot something out the left nostril, and now it's been mistaken as a UFO. But hey, I could be wrong.
Well, what are they trying to say? Is anyone trying to say? Just
jellyfish UAP.
What?
That's all I know. Is jellyfish UAP. Yeah.
But again, it's near a military base.
Yeah. Sorry.
Again, it's near a military base, though.
Yeah, exactly. So when viral in 2024, showing an unidentified flying object over a US military base. Apparently, it shocked social media users, but then again, the dogs didn't even notice, and they did the two people. So anyway, Jeremy Corbell has been putting a lot of these out. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that. And as usual, we just want to get to the bottom of things. But Dogs didn't even look at it, you know? That guy didn't even stop licking his balls. So, all right. What do you think of that then, Future Shock?
It's definitely not ETs. It may say ET in the top left corner, but this is not an ET. Not in my opinion.
It could even be like a bird shit, to be honest. Because, like, you know, when you get a bird shot,
I think there's definitely shots where it's moved across the lens. So I'm not buying the snot thing, but I'm also not buying that this is some
bird
kind
shit,
of like weird UFO.
Okay, all right. I like the bird shit theory. See, there's people there. I don't know what they're doing. They're not even looking at it.
But you can't tell. You can't tell if they're looking or not.
Listen, if this is all we get to see, and this is supposed to be the big disclosure, I'm not buying it. You know.
Oh, from a disclosure. Oh, is this part of the drop? Is this what they've given as part of the?
Yeah, well, it's in the news again because this is one of the big. It was released.
Oh, okay, that's why. Sorry, I thought
there's a guy who's been releasing all these. I think he's been making requests for them or something, or he's just been putting them out there.
So I thought it was just some new sighting. I didn't look into it. I just seen headlines. I thought it was some new sighting. I didn't realize it was part of their drop. Well, that's kind of shit, really, isn't it? If that's what they're kind of going to be dropping on us, we need something.
Yeah, but we've gone through loads of them, haven't we? And I don't think I've been convinced by any of them, have we?
No, there's been nothing there. But the idea I've heard that some commentators have said is that look, they're just kind of like doing some minor ones at first just to test the waters, and there's going to be subsequent drops that are going to be better. But let's see if that actually happens, because people could just be all talk, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, I've got another video. Let's see this one. Have you got any stuff to share for today there, Future Shock?
So let me just, whilst we're on the subject of aliens, I don't know if you saw this story. There's a match tonight between Brazil and Scotland. So I'm going to debunk this lady's thing because I have a theory about this. Okay. So I'm just going to share this. Hang on 1 second. I don't know if you've seen this. It's quite amusing. I could do with actually putting it on the frigging tab. That would help, wouldn't it? For fuck's sake. Bear with me just 1 second. Da-di-da-di-da. So this basically is a story. Where's it gone? This basically is a story about a Brazilian psychic who has predicted that in about 2 or 3 hours' time, Brazil-Scotland game, there is going to be an alien abduction of Neymar and someone else who I can't remember. So this person, Baiana, has warned of a ship descending on the pitch in Miami. She says she's dreamed about this. There she is, looking sane.
Yeah, she's getting her 15 minutes of attention. She's loving it.
Exactly. So I can tell you exactly what's happened with this, but let's just go through it quickly. So a Brazilian psychic has warned of a mass alien abduction during Scotland's World Cup match with Brazil tonight in just a couple of hours' time. So it said that this premonition came to her in a dream. So this is the important part, which we'll come to in a sec, where she saw a giant spacecraft descend on the pitch, claims extraterrestrials will swoop onto the pitch and abduct up to 700 people, including fans, workers, and even players from the national team. She initially said it would happen on June 26th, before later correcting the date to June 24th. My mistake, which is the day Scotland are due to face Brazil. Presumably when she found out that Scotland were playing Brazil on the 24th, right? And all will become apparent soon. So so in videos, she said, urge people to stay away. Warning, don't go to the stadiums, stay away. Claims a spacecraft carrying more than 100 aliens will land directly on the field before over 700 people are taken away. She also warned a second fleet of ETs would arrive shortly afterwards to abduct even more bystanders. You have to save humanity. Save this date. I'm still feeling very bad and what despair. My God. Right. So, strangely
enough, though, wasn't it?
It was a dream.
I
think she's been watching a lot of movies, and I'll tell you for why. I think she's been watching some Chris Pratt movies, especially from 2021. If you just give me 1 sec. And I'm going to share this screen. La-di-da. Because if this screen will share. Because here we go.
Here we go.
Chris Pratt filmed a movie in 2021 called The Tomorrow War about an alien invasion during a soccer match between Brazil and a team who played in blue.
Scotland how interesting. That's pretty.
So she's fucking watched the movie, obviously, or she's seen something about the movie and it's appeared to her in a dream and her brain has created the rest. And she is now claiming it's a premonition. So that is my theory of this slightly crazy Brazilian lady who you probably correctly say something like this. Basically, she's either seen this movie or seen a trailer or someone's talked to her about it or whatever it is. It's come back in the form of a dream. She thinks a premonition because she's a crazy lady. And I can just to reassure anybody who's Brazilian or Scottish that nobody will be abducted tonight. I'm sure that will put you.
Well, we'd hope not. You know, we can't.
So yes, these crazy people,
these things completely, but you know, statistically, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, you're probably correct that this is just her wanting to get a little bit of 15 minutes of fame, piggyback off the World Cup and Brazil, obviously a huge team globally. So yeah, that is my theory on that. I think it was just she saw this movie or something about it.
Why is the world's journalist listening to crazy people's dreams? How did she get?
I don't know. Maybe they fancy her or something. You know, she's blonde and Brazilian. And anyway, that was that. That's a little amusing aside. But you know, it's a strange world that we live in, isn't it?
Yeah, you're gonna watch the match.
It's at 11, isn't it? So I'll probably watch that. Yeah.
Did you see Scotland's last game? Who did they play against? Scotland? Was it Europe? It was one of the lesser teams.
Game. I didn't see Scotland's
last game. No, the first game they won, didn't they? They ended up top of the table.
Yeah, the Haiti, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And who the hell was their second game against? I can't remember now.
Oh, did they play Morocco?
Okay, that would have been it. Yeah, that's right. I can't remember what the score. Did they lose that?
Yeah, they lost that. Yeah, it was
that's right.
Shocking game. It was rubbish. Scotland were awful. They were shit.
Like 1-0 or something, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, they just stood around though. They just they just were rubbish. They just were fish out of water. It was just rubbish watching them.
Yeah, I mean they could still go through as the third place team though. I mean, I don't know. It'd be like if they could go through and England could get them in the next round. That'd be great because that means
that'd be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. Haiti have lost both their games, so they lost to Scotland. I mean, it's the first time Scotland have ever won a match at
the World Cup.
Is that right?
Possibly.
They're all about records being broken. This is the first match they've won in a World Cup. I'm not sure. I've got to check that. I don't want to insult anyone supporting the Scots.
Because they haven't been in the World Cup for a long time. They've won. Yeah, that's the first game they've won at the World Cup ever.
That's crazy, right?
They've been in 5 World Cups since 1974.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. They played at 8 World Cups since 1950. Sorry. So there you go. And that's the first time they've won a match.
All right, I got another UFO sighting. I mean, the ones that don't look like a snot bubble or a bird shit on a lens or something. They look like you don't know what it is. But can you see the video up here?
Yeah.
So this is I asked Grok specifically for UFO sightings that were not explained and they were credible. And this is one of the things they said was credible. But it's only because you see so little. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Actually,
I was going to say, where am I supposed to be? Are we in the middle somewhere?
God knows. Oh, well, that's video 1. Apparently, whatever that was amazing.
What does it say on the right?
So here we can see these dots. I think we're probably at quite low resolution. Maybe it might help. I mean, yeah, that's. You see, the thing is, that's a weird thing. Okay, so there's something odd there. Can you see that? That's that ball. That's like sort of disc.
Beach ball. So we're talking about there's a couple of small dots and one.
Yeah, there seems to be, and then this thing. Okay. I mean, okay, well,
I've actually seen
the images. The video is so poor. It's literally 240p.
Yeah. When's it from though? Is it from quite a while?
But then it says it's AI enhancements. You just don't know what to trust, right?
Okay.
2020. Yeah.
That's enhanced.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, the original.
The quality is so poor. You don't know what you're seeing.
It's up in the top right, isn't it? I think. Oh
this
no,
this thing again in the middle. This disc.
There was a little orb at the top right, and now there's one down here, and there's one at the right. There we go. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've seen spherical, quote unquote, objects, let's say, like that in different videos, clearer as well. There's one of out the window of a jet fighter, and it goes past in the opposite direction. Looks very much like that, like a giant beach ball, grey beach ball. Just zooms past. So I don't know. Inconclusive, definitely inconclusive, that one. It's Jeremy Corbell, isn't it? Like, he's a proper sort of like
yeah, have you heard of him?
Oh yeah. No, he's the one who was kind of pushing Bob Lazar. He did the Bob Lazar documentary. He is a bit of a grifter, but I mean, maybe he's onto something. We don't know. He's the one that got a lot of abuse in the comments the first time he went on with Bob Lazar, because he just kept interrupting all the time. And like, people were just, the comment section was just ripping him apart, just telling him to shut up.
Okay, so I want to share this. This is I think I mentioned this before. The fighter pilot shot down by Iran. We didn't see this yet, did we?
So is that not the jelly? Is this another jellyfish? Is it
26 and an Operation Epic Fury, an F-15E Strike Eagle call sign Dude 44 was shot down while pushing through Iranian airspace at combat airspeed when the pilot saw something that has now stopped the entire clock and the entire conversation. Supposedly hanging in the sky ahead of him is a formation of Iranian.
Clearly that's like an artist AI impression, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But go on, we'll listen to his description.
Drones, unlike anything in any U.S. intelligence brief, or Russia or China kind of helping out their little brother a little bit. Sounds like large drones on top, smaller ones dangling below like legs. And these reports are coming in across the corporate media right now. So I'm going to break down all the different things that you won't hear from the corporate media on what this could be, what type of weaponry could this be, could this have extraterrestrial origins. But it sounds like one organism, one mind, and the one target they had was the F-15E. Not necessarily a chaotic swarm of drones like what we might be used to, but a jellyfish type configuration, constellation that may have been built specifically to take down fighter jets. The fighter pilot ejected seconds later. This was the first time an American fighter jet had been shot down over Iran during the entire.
Okay, so that's pretty weird. Let's see, what's this footage?
Ears on the top.
Yeah, he's also referring to this as well.
The pilot's account immediately set off a fire of jellyfish formation. Check this out. Okay, the source for this is Jeremy Corbell on X. I'll link to that in the description. But look at this thing. This is a jellyfish UAP found flying over Afghanistan. And it looks like it's flying over a base to me. Hardened structures, barracks, things like that. A few dogs in the background right there. Look at this drone. It's got what looks like ears on the top, a big mass up top, almost translucent, and then it's got jellyfish legs underneath it. So what is this thing? What's the point of it? Intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance?
What he's doing is he's applying like a human, it's like a human-based description again, isn't it? Like calling it a jellyfish. It's just sort of, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of like, it's almost like a childlike description.
Yeah, but like we saw the drones. The woman, that Chinese woman, had booked for her dog's her surrogate partner's birthday, and that was, we said, 4 years ago. So you can imagine if they had military drones and they could, they would put them in some kind of formation similar to that. You can imagine what they could be capable of.
So see, when it's messing up for me is when we're playing videos. That's when it's messing up for me. So it's like, we were absolutely fine. No one was dropping out until we started playing videos. That's for whatever reason, that's.
I know. I need a new computer on my end. Actually, I don't know what it is. My GPU seems to be okay. I think I might have a memory leak, but yeah, it's one of those things. Okay, we're gonna go. Have you got anything else before we go into a break?
So shall we do this? Okay, 1 second. Let me do this then. So just on the climate thing briefly, we don't have to talk that long about it because it's tiresome. I know it's tiresome. That's kind of my point, really. But just bear with me a sec. I apologize in advance. We won't keep this person on the screen for very long, but it is unfortunately this guy. But it's just typical of all the crap we've been seeing. As soon as we get a few degrees above what is sort of a normal temperature. By the way, it's been the summer solstice as well recently. So, possibility of like higher temperatures is not, out of the question. Last year, 1st July was our hottest day, and that was obviously 10 days after the solstice. But anyway, it's Zach Polanski, the sort of hypnotist who used to sort of, what did he used to do? Make women's breasts bigger by hypnotizing them. Anyway, he's now leader of a political party, which is the reality that we live in. But, we know who is to blame: fossil fuel firms, billionaire media, weak politicians, rapid decarbonization, adaptation for healthier, wealthier, blah, blah, blah. So my point with showing this, let's get rid of that fucking idiot. My point with showing this is that every single year we go through this crap where as soon as we hit summer and we start to have nicer weather, nicer sort of warmer weather, we get the climate change alarmists coming out and saying things like, told you so, told you so. Are they going to be saying that next week when it's back down to 21 degrees? Probably not. So I just wondered what you make of all this. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, climate change is obviously a thing, but, to stretch it out to being some sort of apocalyptic pending doom for the entire population is a bit much for me. And I just get a bit tired of them and their snarkiness. I mean, what would your best argument? I mean, how do you feel about the climate change thing? Like, what would your best argument be against it if you were against it? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the sun is the primary driver of climate on this planet. So that's it. I mean, what if the sun wants us to change? Wants the weather here to change? It's going to change. It's all about the sun. So it may be that there is climate change, but the key thing is not man-made.
So yeah, I mean, that was kind of my argument. That's kind of my argument as well. I mean, we know from the stuff that the good work that Stefan Burns has been doing, the heightened activity that we're seeing from the sun. Obviously, it's just still a bit. I think it's still at the peak of solar cycle 25, isn't it? Or it's coming out of the peak. And I put this into Grok, and so I'll just put the response from Grok when I made basically the point that you've just made and I just made. So let me just get Grok.
It's also Piers Corbyn, Jeremy Corbyn's brother. You heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
He's a great climate skeptic.
Okay, I'll have to look into that.
He was on Alex Jones' show back in the day. Do you remember?
Yeah, was he on Alex Jones? I don't even remember.
Yeah. Piers Corbyn, yeah.
Let me just find where it is. So, I mean, I kind of made the point about the sun activity, and I made a mistake about saying we were in an equinox. That was my mistake. But when it gets to here, he basically, Grocky's saying that if you look at it here, solar activity, I'll just highlight it here. Solar activity has only a minor influence on Earth's short-term weather or even year-to-year climate compared to other factors. So it's saying about slightly increasing solar irradiance by around 0.1%.
Well, that doesn't make sense. If you were to switch the sun off, and then by their logic, our climate would continue relatively uninterrupted. It just makes no sense, does it? The sun is the primary driver of the climate.
So, I mean, what it does not do, this is what Grok is claiming, drive individual heat waves, stormy periods, or seasonal anomalies like the current UK warmth. The effect on global or regional temperatures is estimated at around 0.1 or less over a full solar cycle. Here's the little bit that it's got. Tiny compared to human-driven climate change, which is added blah-de-blah-de-blah. So it seems like maybe
becoming a climate.
I was going to say.
This is all very weird.
Because my first reaction is like, if you think about the fact that this star of ours is 99% of the mass of the solar system. This thing is like when people look at, we're kind of misled sometimes about the sun. And there's a few points I could make about this. But first of all, I would say when you're in school and you see those, posters of the solar system, the sun is not, the relative size of the sun compared to the planets is not accurately portrayed in a lot of these posters and a lot of these books. And this idea that the sun kind of has such a tiny effect on us and a tiny effect on our kind of our day-to-day climate, day-to-day weather, just seems kind of absurd. Like you say, if you turn the sun off, it's still going to, it's not going to have an effect on us. Do you know what I mean? So this was my initial reaction to all the climate alarmism. It's like, how many of these people actually understand what's going on with the sun at the moment? Because we've actually predicted this on the show. We've predicted that summer's going to be stormier this year because of the heightened activity. And look, we've had some very very bad thunderstorms already. A few days ago, wasn't it, in London? It was particularly bad. People were like super scared. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't so crazy, but it's just weird to me that nobody. It's just weird to me how this star, the sun, is so crucial, obviously, to our life on Earth. It's never even considered in these conversations. Isn't that just bizarre?
Yeah, it is, man. It is. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
So that was kind of my point with the whole thing.
Though, can you, bro? You can't tax the sun. You can't turn up at the front door with a 15% tax bill on everything he puts out. So they can tax, and that's us. That's the so-called man-made element of the global warming.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of glad.
Man-made global warming because they make us feel responsible. Like it's our fault.
This is what it's all about. I mean, like all green energy is owned by private companies, so that's all you really need to know.
Yeah. All right, listen, we'll take a music break and then we'll come back. I'm going to take a 7-minute break. I'm just going to come back with. We're going to look at the new movie Citizen Vigilante. It's a new right-wing flavored movie that's upsetting all the right people and getting banned in Germany and wasn't allowed to release in the UK. But I don't know if you've heard of Citizen Vigilante, but we'll take a look at that.
I'll have a quick look in the break and familiarize myself. Yeah.
All right, and take a 7-minute music break. Yeah. Sandwich pan, and here we go. Derision Bell. Okay, that's not working. Why not? Okay, music's not working for some reason. Let's try a different track. It's fuck off city today, isn't it? I'm not hearing the music. I'm getting I've kind of had enough of this, so I'm going to play a fucking video. I'm going to play
I've got righteous anger. 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 I've got righteous anger and shoulder. What's your you cunt?
They took your manhood, they took your job, they screwed your family and locked you up. They took your congregation, they took your sword, and now they fucking nick you for praying to our Lord. They ridicule you and your love of God in heaven up above. The sea of ease steady decline is due to the pandering to progressives all the time.
I've got righteous anger. 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 I've got righteous anger and shoulder. What's your you cunt?
They took my living, they took my wage. Now I can't pay off my mortgage. I'd start a business, but times are tough. I need employment, but I'm not fucking diverse enough. take your language and twist your words. They redefine till it's absurd. And as for reason, they just don't care. It's always the same bollocks, year after fucking year. My freedom, my liberty in this so-called democracy. I cracked the joke, some cunt didn't get. 10 months of my life gone for posting on the internet.
I've got righteous anger. 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 I've got righteous anger and shoulder box your name.
They took my mother, they took her down, 'cause she was jabbed up the silly cow. I fucking warned her, gave her the facts, but she would never listen 'cause she knows I'm anti-vax. They took my missus, they took my tart. We only had a quarrel, she broke my fucking heart. She said it's fucking over, we'll call it fucking quits. And anyway they say I qualify for benefits. They took my favourite, my pride and joy, my son and heir, my only boy. He went to school for half a year. Now he claims he's non-binary, I'm fucking genderqueer.
I've got righteous anger. 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 I've got righteous anger and shoulder box you cunt.
They broke my daughter, she lost all sense. She screamed about independence. She went on OnlyFans and lost her soul. And now she's always showing off her fanny and bumhole. Daughter, she's only 10, keeps going round with dark skinned men. I beg the coppers, please make this stop. They said for all the young girls hang out at the kebab shop. They took our handguns, they took our blades, they took our rifles and our grenades. So what we're left with, just fucking fists. That's never gonna stop this side of fucking communists. I went downhill, I felt so stressed. The doctor told me I'm depressed. I took his pills to make me sane, and since that day I've never had an erection again.
I've got righteous anger. 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 I've got righteous anger.
Not now, we're back. You're right there, Future Shark. You're around. Oi, Future Shark, where are you? Oh, well, he's not here. Okay, so, right. So we're going to watch the trailer for this new movie, Citizen Vigilante, which is kind of pissing all the lefties off. And I don't know if you guys, are you there, Future Shock? All right, he's not there. So anyway, never mind. Right, he's got to fucking sort his VPN guy game out, mate. Right, let's have watch this. Yeah, actually, I'll just watch this. So this is about. It's obviously pertinent to what's going on in Europe. There's no mystery about what's going on with immigrant crime and that kind of thing, and the police. It's two-tier policing, and the police seem to crack down on the victim.
I was on mute.
Yeah, all right. Well, welcome back. We're just about to watch the Citizen Vigilante trailer. I don't know if we'll get a copyright strike for it or what. But,
sorry, Truth Spoon. Just before you play that, just one thing I wanted to mention, just on the climate thing. Finally, I forgot to mention just when we were talking. What frustrates me as well, and there's really nothing you can do too much because it's just a person's intelligence. But I find that a lot of these alarmists, they don't understand how to extrapolate forward and take into account tech advancements, new ways of living. What they're basically basing their ideas on is everything staying the same. And, they're making predictions that are like 50 years into the future without any thought about the possible, in fact, very likely, probable technological change, maybe, let's say, moving to solar power, green energy changes that are going to take place. They just think that we're just going to constantly consume fossil fuels and ad infinitum, which obviously isn't going to happen because it's not infinite anyway. So it's just frustrating when people can't think. You hit a block when you're trying to talk to someone like that, because if someone can't extrapolate and look into the future a bit.
Who are you talking to about climate change then?
Just conversations you have online, and there was a conversation in the gym that was going to
flat earther. Jesus, that's even worse. That's probably as bad as,
It's the same sort of thing, isn't it? It's the same kind of mindset. I think it's just a cult thing, isn't it? It's people who don't really have, a lot of these people don't really have other things going on, so they kind of latch on to this cult. It's almost like a sort of religion.
Safety of the herd.
Basically, yeah.
The whole thing, because it's the next idea, it's the thing that
the
government's approved. You can say and think this. They're going to say and think it all day because they're cowards. But the thing that is not government approved, it gets you into trouble. Try saying that. That takes guts. That takes individuality. That takes, integrity to do that. And most people, unfortunately, the thing is, the state of the world, we can blame our leaders and rulers and the Illuminati or the aliens or whoever all day long, but ultimately, most people, they get the government they deserve. When you look at when you talk to people, most people who think Andy Burnham is a nice guy and vote for him, that's what we're up against more than even the evil of our leaders. It's the boomer stupidity of the average Joe, and just plugged into the TV and just being fed comforting lies and delusions that have the backing of the authoritarian state, and that makes them feel secure, even though they're more insecure and at danger than they've ever been at any time.
I was going to say, maybe you and me and people like us are a bit more fortunate, but it's not really fortunate. It's just sort of like we've sort of developed, but like just the idea that, not everybody obviously is into, investigating the sun and the solar system and into the universe and physics and that kind of side of things. And I get that, but just don't allow yourself to be so easily led. People need to have a bit more savvy than that. Like, just your default should be, okay, that's some information, but let me see if, there's a counter argument. That should be kind of a default setting for a human, not just to blindly accept things. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, banging your head against the brick wall.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you're actually trying to engage people with these conversations in real life, yeah?
Oh, I don't know if I've dropped out or you've dropped out.
No, you're still going. I can still hear you. Can you hear me? All right, listen, I'm going to carry on regardless, right? So I've got this
I've got you back anyway. Yeah, go on.
I'm back. Right, I'm going to this Citizen Vigilante came out to a limited release in theaters in America, not being released in the UK, banned in Germany. It's going to be available to download and to stream. So this is action thriller directed by Uwe Boll, starring Arnie Hammer, and it takes place in an unnamed European city plagued by migrant-related crime and perceived failures of the justice system, standards of army officer who has inherited his estranged father's real estate business. He becomes increasingly frustrated with the lack of accountability for violent criminals. So it starts with a shocking scene in which a young mother is fatally stabbed in the neck in front of her son by a migrant. Sanders, operating secretly as the vigilante citizen, takes justice into his own hands. He hunts down and executes immigrant criminals such as racketeers, thugs, rapists, corrupt officials. This is great. So, someone's expressing what we're all having to deal with. And, obviously, no one here condones violence, etc., 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 etc. But anyway, listen, we'll just watch the trailer. Then we'll look at the reviews. The reviews are quite good. Quite big.
The truth is this. You are all being used.
The vigilante citizen is delivering a brand of justice that some believe the authorities have failed to provide, targeting both criminals and those in power accused of allowing crime to flourish unchecked.
There's been a lot said about me, so I thought you should hear directly from me. I'm here to help you take that control back.
The state, court, police. See, you think that they've failed you, but they haven't. No, they only exist to control you.
Do you want justice?
Yes.
Let's get some fresh blood.
I wish the parents of those people who were murdered by migrants would actually sort of stand up and say, we actually want justice. We want a fucking eye for an eye here, motherfucker. We want some fucking justice.
Down the street and you get stabbed or robbed.
He's a real hero.
We need more guys like this.
What does your country do? Nothing.
Our current system is failing to protect our citizens.
He's like the real deal.
He's playing with us.
What if everything they ever taught you was utter nonsense? We can change history.
So that's going to be pretty interesting. So
when's that being released in cinemas? Is that cinema movie?
No, it's not being released. It's not got. I don't think it's got a UK release. It's not officially banned. It's been banned in Germany.
What? It's been banned.
It's been outright banned here, but just hasn't got a release in the cinema. You know.
Well, banned based on what? For fuck's sake! So we're not allowed to. So if it was the other way,
guess, right? Surely, right? Why it's been?
No,
banned.
I get it. I'm just saying, if it was the other way round, it wouldn't be bad. Oh Jesus, it does my head in, honestly.
Okay, so I just
look at Derek there.
I like some.
The only reason why this is getting reviewed is being propped up by racist right wingers.
Oh, where did you see that? Oh yeah, you read that one, yeah. Yeah, okay, so a Uwe Boll film, yeah. Admittedly, the director just makes trashy kind of films. Okay, this is he's not a quality film director. He's made some kind of slashy B movies type things. He's relatively well known, but it's kind of shite. But this isn't necessarily a quality movie. But it's nor was Death Wish and those Michael Winner movies, the Orion Pictures. They were sort of like a B movie. They made some of the best sort of movies of the 80s. They were sort of a shoestring budget and surviving from.
Oh, Orion, yeah.
Orion, remember Orion? Yeah, Orion Productions.
Oh, of course, yeah. I remember the text, the logo in space, wasn't it?
Yeah. So before criticizing its flaws, you have to base your opinion on the fact that it was a very low budget film. Yes. So criticism must be within those limits. But at least they're making this film. At least they're trying to put this out there. I just
it didn't look terrible from the trailer. Didn't make it look like it was that low budget. To be fair, I know it's the best bit.
I think the trailer looked like a TV movie. I think it. With that sort of weird voiceover, the AI voiceover didn't sound very convincing. You get
So that's one thing I was going to say. The pixelating and voice wasn't that great. Yeah.
yeah, the voice, the sort of voiceover that they used seemed a bit. It wasn't slick somehow. It just wasn't. The actress or whatever wasn't on point.
But then that's what I think about the Disclosure movie. When I look at the Disclosure movie, and they do the alien voice.
Okay, we lost you. We lost you again, Future Shock. I think the continuity of scenes could have been in better order. Sex and scene and police raid could have been exchanged for series of scenes of judges giving light sentences and the criminals celebrating while things watched. Giving us okay, so yeah, cool. Unlike woke Hollywood, this is a vigilante is ruthless. So yeah, nice. A lot of support for this movie. Citizen Vigilante, you Ebola is best. Gripping, provocative vigilante thriller, refuses easy answers. Absolute truth about the Western world is shown here. It's 100% a must watch. So the positive reviews,
reviews, yeah. Yeah, is there any? Find some 1-star. Is there any other?
No,
but they're just going to be saying the same shit,
we?
aren't they? Right wing,
About
racist.
yeah. I will see if there's any more, but look, that was it. Literally, that was the.
Derek was the only one.
Derek.
It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, no, it's. I mean, yeah, they need to make more stuff like this. I mean, I think they should be allowed to make more stuff like this. Is what I mean in terms of like, don't be banning this shit. I mean, well, they're banning it just because they're afraid that people are going to start rioting or something like this. I don't know. Well, it obviously doesn't fit the narrative. But then, well, that's what movies do. I mean, just fucking let us have our movies, isn't it?
So yeah, this is a Critical Drinker. I don't know if you've heard of him, but
yeah.
You have? Oh yeah. So
I know.
He talks about it, and he shows a few. He shows a few clips that we haven't seen.
That is quite the combination of people that have been cancelled by Hollywood.
Yeah, Uwe Boll, I mean, look, the guy's an exploitation filmmaker. He's made some, unpopular video game-based films, but he gives no fucks. He doesn't care. He's boxed his critics, which I respect. And he offered this part to Armie Hammer to be in a film called, the original title of this movie was The Dark Knight. Figured they might get in trouble.
Yeah.
So they changed it to Citizen Vigilante, and the timing of this film, which is released, I believe, today or tomorrow on VOD, could not be better. I mean, if you want to see, I have a 30-second clip.
Can we show this?
Well, if not, I'll see you in jail.
All right.
I can. It's violent, but probably no more or less violent than what we saw in the Furious trailer. But it's up to you.
Let's see what happens.
How long?
I've had a good run on YouTube, and if this is the end of it, then so be it.
Well, clip it out if there's an issue. But look,
are you there, Future Shock?
I am here still. Yeah, the video just started lagging for me.
On Amazon Prime. You can watch it. You can get it on Amazon Prime now, actually.
Oh, what
$6.99 to rent. You can buy it.
$6.99
to rent. Dollars. That's dollars, actually. I've just come up with the American site. Yeah.
God, it's not Blockbuster Video, is it?
Right. So yeah, it's on.
Yeah, that guy on that despot guy.
Sorry.
I was gonna say that despot guy looks white as fuck. That's like the whitest person I've seen for a long time.
Just leans into current events. Can I just say that current events? It's your show, Drinker. I don't want to.
You know what? I'm at that point where I'm like, no, fuck it. Sometimes you have to talk about current events because they're so fucking horrific. This is where we come to.
We're talking about a movie. It's an action film. It's also not particularly original. I mean, it's a revenge story on the level of a Clint Eastwood or a Death Wish, Charles Bronson, or name any other movie where revenge is a motivation. But I'll just play this 30-second clip and we can talk about it after that.
All right. Europe. Not yet. Oh, yeah, they get straight into it.
here to show you that you are no longer the victims. It's time to go out and show these fuckers that they aren't getting away with it. I do this for you until you learn to do it for yourself.
I mean, that gives you a taste of what this is. It's a revenge story, but very specific to current events in Europe, and I'll say no more.
It seems a bit like Law-Abiding Citizen, but like transposed into current events.
Anyway, yeah, you get the idea. So
yeah, I mean, look,
yeah.
I don't see that there should be a problem with making movies like this. I don't see why it should be banned. It's an artistic expression at the end of the day. You know, why would you ban it? I mean, I know why, obviously, but you shouldn't be banning stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's been described as a modern death wish for the 21st century, with a strong emphasis on current European debates about migration, crime, and judicial leniency. So yeah, interesting.
And it's just going to get like, what are you thinking in terms of, like, you've lived abroad before? I talked about moving abroad in the sort of not too distant future. I mean, is that something you see yourself doing again in the not too distant future? Or, I mean, I know you have some connections here lately.
I don't know, man. I'm just staying in the UK for a bit, you know. So I don't feel like restless. I don't feel I have to go anywhere yet, you know. Why do you ask?
Sort of just seeing how it. I just wondered because, you know, what from the current affairs that we're talking about, it just seems just like the country's just got no. If I was better in certain ways, if I was in a better position, I definitely would at least go for a little bit somewhere and just sort of see how it pans out here and maybe come back later on.
Well, the only way to do it is to do it, bro. You know, I mean, if you want to go abroad and live abroad, you got to do it. I mean, as you know, I've done it, and there's obviously negatives about that. You know, you lose contact with friends, and you don't make necessarily lasting, you know, friendships. You sort of transitory stuff. You know, a lot of my friends in different countries now, and you know, but at least being based in the UK with your own people and your own cultural milieu and all that, and you get to, you know, sort of do projects and things, and like Sandwich Pan, like the band I've got that's going on now with my friends up north, and got doing this with you. So that opportunity, you don't necessarily get that if you live abroad. See what I mean? So that's really the reason I'm staying here at the moment, to do these projects. Yeah.
I think I'm back again.
Oh mate, you got to sort this out. It may be the VPN, brother, but you got to at least give it a go, because you keep dropping out. Yeah.
What was the name of the VPN that you recommended to me?
Windscribe.
All right. Yeah. After this, I'm just going to download it. How much is it?
Oh, I don't know. There's a free one. There's a free one. Yeah.
I mean, I use one. I do have a VPN.
I pay a lot. Huh?
I have a VPN, but maybe it isn't that good. I don't know.
You are. Listen, we looked. You have a VPN, but it's not a good one. So it means you're getting cut off because you're losing the latency of the connection, because for whatever reason, you sort of imagine VPN it's sort of like a shield wall, but it's taking some of your bandwidth away, so you're losing your internet connectivity. You there? Oh mate, he's gone. Okay, listen. Well, I'm gonna finish off with this bit. We gotta get Future to get a proper VPN so we didn't keep dropping out all the time. Yeah. So the social justice thing. This is a thing called. Look into this. This is. I've been researching the Kabbalah a lot. Because I wrote a book about exploring the Kabbalah, basically. Operators Beyond the Veil, and it turns out that the so-called social justice movement that we know of today has its origins in what's called Lurianic Kabbalah, and it's this idea called Tikkun olam. The Tikkun olam, they believe. Well, this is what the Kabbalists believe. This was sort of codified by medieval Kabbalist Lurianic Isaac Luria, and it became known as Lurianic Kabbalism. So they believe that there's this unknowable God called the Ein Sof, which means Ein Sof means without limit, without end. But it is unknowable. It's like it's nothingness and it's everything at once, and it's like unreachable to humanity. This is what they believe. But in order to create the universe, it had to create darkness within itself, and then it let out a beam of light. And there's these things called the Sephirot, which is the Kabbalic tree of life. These are containers of divine light. And what happened when the light entered these so-called containers, these Sephirot, it shattered the containers. And this is called the shattering of the vessels. And from this point, the creation was damaged. There was like something wrong. The light entering the physical space became sort of distorted, and these containers. I mean, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. I mean, we don't really have to care about it. It's just crazy Jewish bullshit. But they believe this, and it's what passes as a sort of theology for Kabbalists, right? This is what Kabbalic sort of theology is. This is what God is. It's ultimately it's unknowable and unreachable, and it has like limited. There's no way to interact with it except through a series of sort of emissaries, like sort of, for instance, like the Shekinah spirit, this sort of female spirit who is sort of the bride of. Well, weirdly, they actually think Jehovah, or the God of the Hebrews, is actually the son of this Ein Sof. It originates from the Ein Sof. So they've basically they've sort of imposed their own religion on what was Judaism, with Jehovah being God. They've actually sort of created a little empty space above God and filled in their own bullshit there, which is really convenient if you want to make your own religion, right, and make your own rules and do what the heck you want. But this is what Kabbalah is. It's a way of, ever since what Jesus accused them of distorting the word of God, and the Bible even says that nothing should be written and added to this. But this is precisely what the Talmud and what the Kabbalah does. It hijacks the word of God, or it hijacks the words of the Bible. Whether you believe the word of God, they're the word of God or not, but they certainly were the words. The Torah, the Tanakh was certainly the rules of living for the Jews. But like I say, the Kabbalists have sort of imposed their own secondary reality on this. So Tikkun, this is humanity, especially Israel's mission to gather these sparks. These are the sparks of divine light, which were shattered when they came from the Ein Sof and entered the Sephiroth and broke the vessels. So from this destruction, from this fracture, the Jews believe they have this divine mission of Tikkun olam, which means repairing the world. And so this is influenced in Hasidic Judaism and later Jewish thought. And modern interpretations of this, especially liberal Jewish interpretations, take this to mean that this is their social justice mission. So anything that's to do with social justice, activism, environmentalism, gender politics. Jesus, have we just dropped out? Oh no, I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm here. Yo, what's up? Are you there? I am here. I can hear you. I'm not sure you can hear me. Oh, wait, True Spoon has dropped out. Yeah, I think the sun is frying our Wi-Fi's today. I've noticed a lot of people having Wi-Fi issues in the last couple of days. It's like, is our country that underdeveloped that we can't? Well, it is, to be fair. This is the problem we have in the UK. The infrastructure of this country is just so weak when it comes to either a little bit of heat or a little bit of snow, something like that. We just can't cope. We just can't cope. True Spoon will be back at some point soon. Is he here? No? Okay, he will be back at some point soon. I'm not sure what's happened with him. But yeah, we just can't cope, can we? So people are always complaining. I think everybody just wants everything to be like 21 degrees with a slight breeze, and then we're happy. But, you know, that's not going to happen. I mean, if you don't like the sun, go live in Finland. If you don't like the heat, go live in, you know, Seville or something, or anywhere, southern Spain, Andalusia, North Africa, if you want the heat. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy work, to be honest with you. Not sure what has happened with True Spoon. He seems to have really dropped out this time. Maybe he's just restarting Restream. Restream is still, if you're somebody who streams as well, by the way, Restream is still miles better than StreamYard. It's cheaper. You get way more features. You get a way better interface. And typically you get less problems like people dropping out and stuff like this. However, tonight kind of goes some way to disproving that. But yeah, I think what I wanted to ask True Spoon, and he will come back soon. I wanted to ask True Spoon about the Jehovah Witness element of what he was saying, because he kept dropping out when he was talking. I didn't quite, he's back now. Let me just add him on. There we go. We got you back now. Yo, can you hear me? I believe he will be back. He will be back. We will be back. Hello. Okay, some techno problems, but techno notice. We will be continuing through till about 10 o'clock once we're both back. If it's not me, it's him. And yeah, it's getting kind of peak. But this is it. If this is literally the fault of the heat, then that's just tragic, because it's not even been that hot, to be honest with you. Just bear with me one sec. Bear with me just one sec. True Spoon is apparently muted, but it doesn't tell me that he's muted, so I can't unmute him.
I'm muted, bro.
So I don't know what's going on.
Hello. Oh, hello. Right. Well, anyway, fuck this. Let's play this fucking video. Fuck it. Hey, bro.
He's got blue hair
And platform shoes.
He smashed leggings
Facial tattoos.
and nose piercing.
And black lipstick.
Maybe a badge.
Maybe a dick.
He's got his jet.
He talks to big.
Future Shock. Future Shock. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look, I'm just going fucking all out now because I've got nothing to lose because the stream's such a fucking mess. I was going to play these fucking spicy videos and have a laugh. So enjoy.
I was talking for ages. I don't actually know if I was talking on my own.
Sandwich pan. This is it, and let's just go out in a blaze of glory. Anyway, I'll talk to you after this. But this fucking computer stuff's still in my head now.
I think we're going to have to talk about it in a couple.
I don't know if
Those things are tits.
Why did my boss
Thing to employ.
a narcissist?
Stick girly boy.
Is it a freak?
Is it a clown?
Could be the
Cause who's in town?
I know that it,
Is progressive.
which means probably
Is aggressive.
back in the day,
That kind of look.
meant that your views
It did not suck.
you match the weed,
And get trippy.
a mixture of.
How can it be?
But now we know
That its intent.
it's to oppress
And to prevent.
the airing of.
Such simple truth.
It's all made up.
It has no proof.
I think that love
More than suggests.
that this freak's just.
Like all the rest.
I don't know it,
But I can guess.
that it is bad.
Inhuman less.
The crack a joke, cause I think it's woke. Don't even make eye contact. Suppress your views, mind your P's and Q's. This country there is no saint. You have a chat and you'll hear things that just do not make any sense. You stare the facts and watch it react. The shrinking and violence. Gender confused.
Non-binary.
What is it want?
Maybe it's free.
It's saying words.
It's making sounds.
It must be at.
Preferred pronouns.
I watch my step
And take the knee.
out of your fear.
Of its posse.
And now beware
The friendly face.
that supplicates.
The inside space.
Our history is no mystery. We act like this cause it's right. It strolls along screaming right is wrong. It's a postmodern gobshite. And when I beat and I'm on the street, cancelled from society. Witness firsthand on my own homeland. Caught its ideology. It hates because
I'm a straight man.
I'm working class.
With a white man.
And with black skin.
At middle age.
Just existing.
Causes it range.
It thinks that it
Is a hero.
It says he's what?
Tier zero.
Don't let us rot.
In the same room.
It sees a kid.
And starts to groom.
Just so you know, like they say below, they're wearing a uniform. They took his lies, keep them sexualized. Teach children to hate the law. Make it a crime to be outside mind. Deny all biology. But when it's lies and it's suicides, there'll be no apology.
All right, yes, we are back. That was
I'm back.
That was it.
My delivery is here. I'm just going to have to go get my delivery, man. I'll just be back in 3 minutes, maybe.
All right, mate. All right, you go. Yeah, so I like this video. I made this, but the only thing that's slightly annoying is I can't get it to look like she's actually pole dancing with the pole not actually transpersing her body. I thought it's like really just beyond AI's abilities at the moment to, it's quite. They're just, you see, sort of transpersers. It's just one of those things. No matter how I tried to refine it, I couldn't get it to separate from her body. But hey, it's just going straight through it, skewering her. But anyway, I usually don't play this video on live because it's a bit cheeky. But I thought, fuck it, this stream's fucking on fire anyway. I might as well burn it down. So yeah, we'll play these. But yeah. So we played Righteous Anger, and we played It by Sandwich Pan. Oh, a few shots getting his din-dins, and we're just about finished up here anyway. Loyal listener or listeners or whoever's out there. So we're going to wrap it up soon. Just wanted to, recommend you go and watch Citizen Vigilante. It'll be quite a cathartic experience, I think, probably. In these dark times, And this thing about the Tikkun olam, though, that is that's Lurianic Kabbalism. This is quite an interesting video, actually. This guy, this is actually the Democrat Party is sort of fully on board with this Tikkun olam thing. So if we can share this video. Yeah. I don't know if this is a Jewish gentleman himself, but he actually exposes in a few moments here we go.
Democrats erase religion and refuse to say Jews. Now, maybe let's take a look.
Kamala Harris has got a Jewish husband.
First, he brings a tweet from Barack Obama. Former President Obama says, "Happy Hanukkah to all those celebrating around the world." To all those celebrating. So that's the issue. And then he brings Joe Biden. As Hanukkah begins, Jill and I send our warmest wishes to everyone celebrating in the United States and around the world. And then Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, wishing all our loved ones, neighbors, and friends across the country. And then Chuck Schumer to everyone celebrating in New York, across America, and around the world. Then we have Nancy Pelosi wishing a happy Hanukkah to all. So Doug Emhoff is Jewish, all right? Kamala Harris is, when the election thing gets settled and we know who's in the White House, let's say everything goes status quo, Biden's in the White House, Kamala Harris is vice president, her husband is Jewish. So that's an interfaith marriage right there. They're celebrating Hanukkah. And he tweets out, "Hanukkah is one of our favorite holidays and a reminder to spread the light at a time when we've never needed it more. From our big modern family to yours, happy Hanukkah." So check out this video. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to play the full video.
Hey, everybody. We're here to talk about one of our favorite holidays in our big modern family,
Hanukkah.
And why do you love Hanukkah?
I love Hanukkah because it really is about the light and bringing light where there has been darkness. And there is so much work to be done in the world.
You see, when lefties start talking about there's so much work to be done in the world, that means there's a whole lot of shit coming to your plate. Sometime soon they're going to fuck with you, fuck with your life, take your money away, find a reason to put you in prison. They're just going to fuck with you. This is what these people do.
To bring light. And it is a celebration of always Tikkun olam, which is about fighting for justice and fighting for...
She's reading that from an auto cue.
The dignity of all people. And it's about rededication.
And it's about joy.
And it's about joy.
And it's about spreading joy around the world and sharing it.
He's pretty well. He's trained her pretty well. But then,
with your family.
She knows which side her body's buttered.
Family and your friends and your neighbors and your community. That's important right now.
So that's what we are doing, is to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah. And to your family from ours, we wish you all the best.
So
it's a reference to that Tikkun olam thing I was talking about, which is basically it's Kabbalah, 16th century Kabbalism. I mean, you might think, what the fuck has this got to do with us, right? But sadly, it does. Sadly, this is all up in our grills right now. And this Tikkun olam is their sort of, it's the lefty code. It's the way, it's like creating a more equal society. You know, it's all good. It sounds good on paper, but the reality of it is, you know, like in the 80s, we were told we had to feed the world. And now apparently we have to house them, give them benefits, and allow them to stab our children. No, you know what I mean? This is the dark side of it. I didn't sign up for this. I feel sorry for all those poor hungry fellas in the hot countries and that, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want them all here bringing their third world problems here. But within the context,
that's the thing, isn't it?
We have to help these people. You see?
I mean, yeah, we can feel sorry. Yeah, sure, but like the solution isn't for them to all come over here. that's not the correct solution. And that's also why when you talk to, you've seen these videos probably of leftists when they're asked if they'll take in an immigrant, or like there was some guy who was going around and he sort of had actors playing immigrants, and he was like, oh yeah, well, we just got this guy from Mexico. He was in America, I think. He was going around to these kind of like, you know, the typical white middle-aged woman type liberal, who are a lot to blame for a lot of this stuff, by the way.
Karen.
And they're saying, yeah, exactly. And they're saying to them, oh yeah, we got this Mexican guy, you know, Pedro's here. Have you got a spare room? He's just, you know, immigrated. He's just come over the border. He needs somewhere to stay. And these people are like, oh, well, no, not here. You know, he needs to go through the proper Oh, okay. Okay, so, you know, you want them in the country, that's fine, but you won't take them into your own home, and you don't see the issue with that. Yeah, you don't see the cognitive dissonance with that. All right, okay.
So this is the same thing here, though. This is a cognitive dissonance. This Kamala Harris, Tikkun olam. I mean, the comment here that they've made is, as the smiling Harris lights the Hanukkah candles as she calls for the dignity of all people, perhaps she should spare a moment for the unborn. She believes it should be legal to murder. I mean, that's the abortion debate. I mean, that's very polarizing. I mean, you know, anyway, listen, but so, I mean, if you really care about, you know, human life and everything, I mean, why do the Democrats always want to sort of have as late term abortions as possible and basically end up murdering children? But that's just the cognitive dissonance, isn't it? They'd rather sort of
Hillary Clinton,
elusive, unobtainable, sort of charitable frame of mind, but something that's actually material and is in their faces, they would ignore it and maybe consider that to be like a, you know, bigotry. You know, you're a bigot if you disagree with abortion, for instance. That would be what they say. Whereas their sort of Tikkun olam, they're healing the world, is, you know, well, whatever the liberal agenda is, that's what Tikkun olam is. But they believe, I think they believe they're doing the right thing. I mean, how they can fool themselves, I've no idea. But it's like seeing Keir Starmer when he was all teary and crying about leaving the proposed primary. Did he really think he did a good job? I mean, it's the same with Theresa May. She said, oh, this guy was a joy to serve this country I love. And even Starmer said the same thing. I said, well, it's a country you just fucked up, brother. I mean, you know, you're really in the right, you know, you're really in your head box. Are you fully connected to reality there, bro? Is your USB dongle flopped out or something? But you just fucking destroying this country that you claim to love. So it is this classic trait of the left is cognitive dissonance.
I suppose from his master's point of view, he's doing a good job. So maybe, he has got a massive cognitive dissonance. So,
yeah.
You know, he's confused.
Explains.
Why don't you like me? What the fuck was that? Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, we've got too many
for repair the world.
Technical disasters. It might just be the weather. But yeah, I mean, my computer is, you know, I've been trying to troubleshoot it. The GPU, I've got it working, but man, memory leaks, who knows what. But I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll get Windscribe now, and then we'll see.
Do that, brother. Yeah. And then if it's my fault, you can take the piss out of me next time. And
I'll be locked and loaded with receipts. Definitely.
Yeah. You do that. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely something wrong with my end. It might be just be the weather. I mean, my fan's been going crazy. But yeah, I covered what I wanted to do. We've done 2 hours, so we can say goodnight.
Windscribe is free.
It's free. Yeah, I told you. But like, there's tiers. I mean, thing is, I paid though because it's only cheap. I think I only pay about 30 quid a year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because VPNs are proper cheap, aren't they? Like £1 a month or something, some of them.
But Windscribe is a top 10 VPN. It's really good. And the one you mentioned, it's just not top 10. And it just potentially could, make it difficult for you to stream. That's all. So, Oh, you got a new subscriber. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, nice. Just check the, we've got a new subscriber. So, yeah. All right, bro. What you up to? You there? Oh, he's gone again. Listen, well, I'm going to say goodnight. Poor old Future Shock, he won't be able to say goodnight because he's dropped out again. And I'll just wait for him to come back. Anyway. Yeah, so, Isaac Luria was 16th century, born 1534, died 1572. He's regarded as the father of contemporary Kabbalah. So he built on the Zohar, which is like the oral tradition of the Jews, which existed, well, in Jesus' time. Even Jesus referred to the oral tradition. He said, "Why do you follow the tradition of men and not the words of your father?" So yeah, it believes in this Tzimtzum, right, which is the contraction of the Ein Sof, where Ein Sof creates a vacated space for the finite world, and then sends out a beam of light, which the divine light shatters these 10 vessels, which apparently contain the essence of God. But again, I don't even know why I'm talking about it because it's just such bullshit. But this is what passes for. I mean, this is actually. I might finish with this.
Fuck's sake, man. People just keep knocking at the door. Hang on a second. Sorry, let me deal with this. Hang on.
Yeah, so... this is it. Largest pilgrimage of Jews since Exodus from Egypt. Let's see if we can share this. Oh, yeah. Largest pilgrimage of Jews since the Exodus from Egypt. So I found this article, and it indicates how important the Kabbalah actually is to well, you presume so, because they're visiting the tomb of Rashbi, who was Rabbi Simon Bar Yochai, and he is the guy traditionally associated with creating the Kabbalah. So let's see this. Tiny city of northern Israel, hosting for the next 24 hours the largest pilgrimage of Jews since our people's exodus from Egypt. Okay, I mean, this is like a yearly thing. This was 2019. Since the 15th century, Jews have trekked this hallowed spot on this holy day over the centuries. This year, Rashbi's resting place will be visited by over 600,000 Jews. Nowhere at any time in our history has this number of Jews journeyed to one destination at the same time since we left Egypt. So, yeah. Zohar is the fundamental core of the Kabbalah. And it's said to be, Zohar is said to be like the transmitted wisdom, so-called, of this Rashbi, Simon Bar Yochai. Anyway, I mean, ultimately it's a load of bullshit, but these people take it seriously. And the Kabbalah, this is the basis of, this is something that's been built up over, well, since at least about 2,000 years. And there's so many tentacles of it, and it's even sort of associated with, involved in the UFO and social change agenda. But we've also seen how it's got its tentacles with this thing called Tikkun olam, and that's become a sort of byword for social change and social engineering. Anyway, listen, I'm bugged out with tech problems today, so hopefully next week the weather will be better and my internet, my computer and Future Shock's computer will behave a bit better. I think I'm still broadcasting. I don't even know, though. So I'll just say good night, and on Future Future Shock's behalf, I'll say good night from him and good night from me. And everybody keep tumbling through space. And just keep laughing, bros, because all you can do is also ridiculous. Got to try and have a laugh, really, right? All right, guys, take care. See you next week. Same time next week. Oh, hang on, I've got the chat here. Hang on. Oh, okay, he's going to go. So he's having... So Future Shock's saying good night, and I'm going to say goodbye, and see you next week. Cheerio.